So I debated making this video, but I think this is something that needs more attention and should be commended. If you haven't seen the news already, which I'm pretty sure that you have, the Arizona coach, Jedd Fisch, is leaving and going to Washington. He took this job and a lot of players were not happy with the way that he left. And a lot of people are saying the reason why he left that way is because he didn't want to drag it on. He didn't want to come up and seem insincere. And so the meeting that happened right before he left Arizona, they said lasted 5 minutes. And I've seen some people that have come out and say the meeting was longer than 5 minutes. I don't necessarily know what to believe, but either way, it garnered a lot of attention and a lot of eyes were put on this situation. And so what happens when a head coach leaves? The transfer portal then opens up for 30 days and players can then decide if they want to leave as well. And in this video, we're going to talk about two players who decided that they were going to stay and build something special at Arizona. But before we get into that, make sure that you guys like, comment, and also subscribe to this channel. We're so close to 1,000 subscribers. I think we're like 800, you know what I'm saying? So help a brother out, hit that subscribe button and click that notification bell so you can know when I upload a video. So let's get into it. Arizona Stars quarterback Noah Fifita and wide receiver Tetairoa McMillan have reaffirmed fans that they will be returning for the 2024 season. And I know a lot of people out there have been keeping up with what has been going down with Alabama. Whether you love Alabama or whether you hate Alabama, you've been seeing kids leave left and right. And the thing about this is not something that is just primarily happening to Alabama. We see this time after time again where a kid leaves because either A, a coach is gone and they feel like now they need to leave because the transfer portal is open, or B, you see a player go off at a smaller school and now they have the opportunity to go elsewhere, maybe make some more money, get some more playing time, etc., etc. And I think it should be commended, especially when you have a school like Arizona, a school that is not necessarily the biggest brand out there. I'm pretty sure that this quarterback and wide receiver could have found a home somewhere else. Even if it wasn't going to a bigger brand, I'm pretty sure somebody would have gave them a little bit of change to leave Arizona. Let's look at Noah Fifita's number here. 2,869 passing yards, 25 touchdowns, 6 interceptions with a QBR of 83.8. That will definitely get it done. On the flip side, let's look at Tetairoa McMillan, and I hope I'm saying your name right, young fella, but he had 90 receptions, 1,402 yards, 10 touchdowns, an average of 15.6 per. Listen to what I'm telling you right now. These guys could have easily dipped out on their team, and I wanted to make this video in order to commend them for staying put. The thing about it is though, wait, hold up. I'm looking at this screen. I just noticed, I didn't notice, this man is 6'5", 210 and only a sophomore. This man right here potentially has a huge future. 6'5", 210. Oh my goodness, that's crazy. I did not know that at all. I didn't know his frame 210, and he probably could add a little bit more on. I don't know. I thought he was a lot smaller than that, but I guess because he's so tall, 210 makes sense. But with that being said, there's something very interesting that happened with their new head coach that is over there in Washington. There was a press conference where he was asked, will he be staying in Washington long term? Let's take a look at that right now.
Thank you.
Kind of piggybacking off of what Mike was saying, in terms of being here long term, is this a place where you see yourself setting down your roots and being here long term in the current environment? And given that the last person said that he did, now he's at Alabama, what would you say to that?
Right. Well, I think that's always the problem, right? You can't be right, you can't be wrong, whatever you say. I know that comment's always going to be made. Is it a destination job? I would answer it this way. The Big Ten, the SEC, right now is who's leading the football pathways. The college football landscape is about getting to the CFP. There's 12 teams that are going to compete every year starting next year in the college football playoffs. If you look at what teams traditionally compete, it's about the same 12 or 14 teams. University of Washington is one of those 12 or 14 teams. That's why we coach. We coach to be able to take a seat at that table and to be able to give yourself a chance every single year with resources beyond belief, with an opportunity to go out there with a fan base that's dying to continue to win, that have won national championships. And the idea of staying is why you come. The idea of being here is to win championships. And that's all I can promise, that we're going to be here every single day doing everything we can to win a championship, knowing that Washington has the opportunity to do that every year.
So you saw that video, you saw he was asked, and I think that's probably the best way you can answer that question. Some people are probably upset that coaches tend to leave and go different places and different things like that. I don't necessarily have an issue with it because it's just like any type of job. If somebody comes to you and say, look, I know you're there, but if I offer you an extra couple $1 million to come here, what will you do? So I try to put myself in the shoes of the coaches. Would I leave too? Maybe. And on the flip side of that, that's why I do not get mad at kids for leaving as well. But on the flip side of that, when people stay and decide to be loyal, we should commend that. Whether it's a coach, whether it's a player, loyalty should also be acknowledged the same way that we acknowledge when people decide to leave. I think each situation should be looked at as a case-by-case scenario. How did you leave? Why did you leave? Etc., etc. Either way, I commend these young brothers for staying down and growing with Arizona. Arizona may be a force in the Big 12 this year. It's going to be interesting to watch them grow, because I remember watching them earlier in the season when they lost to Mississippi State. I stay close to Mississippi State, and so I hear everything that they do. These fans are super supportive down here. But what I'm saying is, when they lost to Mississippi State, I was not sure about what type of season they would have, and I did not know they would go on a great run to go on and have a good and successful season and be a very good Oklahoma team. And so with that being said, let me know what you think about the decisions of these young brothers down below in the comment section. I commend them once again, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Don't forget to like, comment, also subscribe.